Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Today is a special day for both the Guru and his disciple, Tivashni Pillai. She turns 21 today, and it is not a coincidence that we give her the key from a divine place. Next week's key will be in a non-divine environment where they might, I'm sure they'll have alcohol, meat, and non-divine talks. So her original key, the key that we want her to unlock adulthood, the 21-year key, is coming from the grace of God. And this is why, how many people have their 21st on a day where your institution that you took initiation has service? How many in a million? How many in a billion? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is no coincidence. But Tivashni will have two keys. One key this week and one key next week. And like all the souls in the universe, every soul has two keys. The divine key and the non-divine key. It is up to the individual soul. God does not put a gun on your head and say which key you must use. It is up to you to use the key that is righteous. If you do not want to use the key that is righteous, then you just scripting a longer stay in this prison called the universe. It's up to you when you want to leave this universe permanently. The key is always there. Everyone has a key of righteousness and everyone has a key of unrighteousness. God gives you the will. God gives you the independence. You have the independence to know which key to use. And I'm happy, I think, Jessica, our political correspondent and analyst of the Sri Narayan Dham, are we still within the 7 days of alcohol and drugs awareness week?
Yes.
Okay, so it's also important just before the next birthday, Tivashni, that we discuss drugs and alcohol this week. Okay, because this is Alcohol and Drugs Awareness Week. So we have this problem, the scourge of drugs and alcohol in our society. It has become prevalent in the last 25 to 30 years. In my time, we were coming from more harsh realities. There was corporal punishment. If you drank a beer before age, and if you got a sounder after the beer, long after the beer disappeared, the sounder rang for weeks and weeks. You had a blast with the sounder. Alright? And that blast kept you in line. Before you had the next beer, you thought of that ringing sounder. But today, your children can drink in front of you, they can smoke in front of you, they can use obscene language, they can drink with you, they can drink without you, with nothing, with no conscience. In our time, if we were smoking and we saw our parents, we burnt our fingers squinching the cigarette. Alright? And if we were drinking, we dropped the drink. We used to buy sweets, so when you go home, although you're wobbling and your eyes are red, Vasan, you still want to eat some nice sweets. So we had these constraints. We were anchored in righteousness and we were influenced by our unrighteous friends. You know, our friends say, hey, eat one shot, man, nothing, no one will know. And that one shot takes you to billions of shots, and the friend that gave you that one shot, he becomes a social drinker or he stops drinking, but you are stuck here. You are stuck. Alcohol and drugs is here to destroy you. Is here to destroy you. No other intention, only to destroy you. Alcohol is for destruction, drugs is for destruction. So in this week of awareness, as a spiritual master, I must not just tell you, Bruce, that alcohol is here to destroy you. You know that. But I must scientifically explain to you what happens in your biological body that is the cause of this destruction. So there's two things that interact with each other and synchronize with each other. One is the mind and the other is the brain. Mind and brain. The mind is like your touch screen. It hovers over your brain. It is atomic in size and it is in a gaseous state. The mind is like a touch screen. It is atomic in size. It is in a gaseous state and it hovers over your brain. Then your brain is a receptor. Your brain is the receptor of the mind. I want all of you to think now of chops chutney. What you thinking of? Chops, chutney, and those that have alcohol with the ice cold beer and the water dropping on the sides of the beer. Naveen, I can already see your tongue salivating. So the mind thought of the chops, yes? Then it sent a message to the brain, and the brain activated your nervous system. And that's how your tongue started salivating, both for the beer and the chops. I'm just giving you a simple demonstration, but is it true? Is it scientific? Is it factual or not? Is it factual? Is it scientific? Is it biological? So this is the truth. No one can change this truth. Even if you don't like this truth, you have no capacity to change it. Because long before you were born, this truth was here, and long after you die, this truth will be here. No one gave you authority to change God's truth, the manufacturer. God manufactured the mind, yes. God manufactured the brain, yes. And God manufactured the knowledge, yes. So you have no right, no one has a right on this earth, including myself, to change any truth that God presented to the universe when this universe was created. So I want to take you there. I want you to understand. Somebody click the phone. Go on Google and type Guru. Somebody go on your phone, go on Google and type Guru. How many of you can see what's happening? Anyone doing that? What does Guru mean?
A Hindu spiritual teacher.
Guru means a that word Hindu shouldn't be there. Somebody contact Google and ask them to delete the word Hindu.
A person that is generally recognized as a leader or teacher.
Okay. Alright, bros. Guru is not a Hindu leader. Guru is a spiritual teacher for anyone. In English, you'll call him, or in Christianity, you'll call him a pastor. In Islam, you'll call him a Maulana. In Sanatan Dharma, you'll call him a Guru. Just the same, how you'll call an apple in Arabic. You call an apple in Hebrew. You call an apple in Sanskrit. It is still an apple. Yes? Does the apple change when you call it in different languages? So apple will always remain an apple. A guru will always remain a guru. A pastor will always remain a pastor, meaning the same thing. Maulana is also a guru. So if I have to describe a Maulana, I'll describe him in Sanskrit as a guru for Islam. If I have to describe a pastor, I'll describe him as a pastor for Christianity. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. So I underwent this experiment. This is an experiment. I underwent this experiment. Who saw this meaning come onto the phone that they read? Anyone saw it? Did anyone see it? But did it come in front of your eyes? Did this information come in front of your eyes and enter the phone? Yes, it did. You can't see it. How did it enter the phone if it did not come in front of you? Where did this information come from? Where is Google situated? Where Google is situated? Where? In ether, in the ethereal atmosphere. This transmission came from the ethereal atmosphere. This information is material. There's a material library in the ethereal atmosphere. Yes or no? Whatever you want to type, is it there? You type apple, are you getting it? Now somebody constituted this library, yes or no? And all the information you think you need is there, and it is regularly updated. Yes? Jessica is disturbing me by playing with the baby. This information that is there in the material ether, it has to be updated regularly, yes? But you can download it with an instrument. You have to have an instrument to download whatever is there in the library, whatever you need to know. If you need to know how many species of fish there is on this planet, can you type it there and get the answer? Because some human entered it in the ether, yes or no?
Yes.
Which is called Google, yes or no?
Yes.
Right. Similarly, when the Supreme Lord created this universe, He computed a library of information pertaining to this universe. How many planets there are? How many universes there are? How many species of life there is? Everything you need to know. Everything you need to know, the Supreme Lord has already computed it in the universe. Is it hard to understand?
No.
If man who was born yesterday could create a system where you could store information in the ether, the creator who created this universe, you think he didn't have capacity to store information that you need in ether? Are you understanding what I'm saying? So there is information, there is a library of authentic, bona fide, eternal information that the Supreme Lord already computed at creation. When you need the information, after creation, or you need it at creation simultaneously. Bruce? No, you need it at creation. You need it at creation. So 155 trillion years ago, in this cycle of creation, information was computed in the etheric atmosphere by the Supreme Lord Himself through an instrument called Brahma. Brahma, through an instrument or a title called Brahma, who is occupied by a super being or a deity. You understand? Is it something mythical? Is it so baffling that you can't put your mind to it? No, it's not baffling, because you can adjust your mind and see how Google works and understand how God works. Is it simple? Yes. If a human being computed all the information they call the cloud, then why can't the Creator disperse knowledge in the etheric atmosphere at creation? Are you understanding? So all the information that you need in this universe, not material. Material you can get through Google, drunk or sober, or goob, or highly drugged. Yes? Yes. Bruce, you agree with me? If you're wobbling after a hubbly bubbly, you know what's a hubbly bubbly? Who knows what's a hubbly bubbly? Huh? I remember having a hubbly bubbly at Tamgani River. It was a mind-blowing experience. It blew my mind. You all know what's hubbly bubbly? Yes. It is taking a deep pull of cannabis. Is that right, Bruce? Yeah, Bruce's hair will tell you his direction is. Alright? And then whilst that cannabis smoke is still in you, you take an ice cold quart of beer and you drink it. And after the beer is in your system, then you blow the smoke. Naveen, don't try it, you're too old. You just carry on to your traditional ways. This is a knocker. This is all the work I did on you will be gone. One sip like that. Naveen was thinking, what time you go home? Okay? I don't understand it. Avir is laughing. So that's hubbly, bubbly. Drug and liquid drug and herbal drug. Liquid drug and herbal drug mixed. Srini is enjoying himself, that's why he became a disciple. After 2 weeks, he left everything. He said, I want to follow this Guru 100%. Alcohol, meat, cigarettes, vulgarity, everything Srini left only in 2 weeks. And this is Alcohol and Drug Awareness Week. And I want to discuss today on Tivashni's 21st. Because generally after the 21st, you join these institutions. Alcohol and drug legally. You can tell your parents, hey, I'm a big girl or a big boy. I can do what I want. Alright? So it's important. Everything is falling into place. You understand? So again, let's go back to that knowledge. That knowledge that's in the ether. In Sanskrit, that is called Vedas. Vedas. In English, it's called knowledge. In English, it's called knowledge. Because we use the word Vedas, then the international world thinks that it belongs to Hindus. That knowledge do not belong to Hindus. That knowledge belongs to humanity. And it is my job as a guru to realign the thinking and bring that. Who's the CEO of Google? Who is the CEO of Google? Type there. Who is the CEO of Google? You're far away, Jessica. This is planet Earth. I don't know which planet you're on this morning, but this is planet Earth. I'm operating only on planet Earth in this lifetime.
Sundar Pichai.
Say it loud.
Sundar Pichai. His surname is Pichai.
Pichai.
Yeah.
Is an Indian from India. The CEO of Google is an Indian from India. I want you to wrap your minds and your brain around this now. Alright? Because he's an Indian from India, is the knowledge on Google Indian? No. Is a penny dropping. Bruce, you had a heavy clink in your mind, then it means a penny drop. If you didn't hear that sound, it means a penny didn't drop. It doesn't matter who's the custodian of that institution called Google. Does it matter? No. What matters? Is the knowledge universal or is it Hindu? Universal. Similarly, the Vedas, because we use the Sanskrit word to mention knowledge, in Sanskrit, Vedas mean knowledge. In English, knowledge means knowledge. This knowledge, what I discuss here for the past 13 years, is in the etheric atmosphere. Where it is? In the etheric atmosphere. That knowledge has been inserted by the Supreme Lord and it is eternal. Inserted by whom? And it is eternal. What eternal means? What eternal means? And this is why I kick down any system that created any institution outside that eternal knowledge is fake. Yes or no? Yes. Are you understanding? Yes. The original knowledge is in the etheric atmosphere, stored there through the auspices of the Supreme Lord. If any other knowledge that came and claimed to be from God or spiritual is kicked out as fraud. Do you find Christianity there, Bruce? Yes, Christianity is a chapter of the knowledge that is already in the etheric atmosphere. Islam is a chapter of the knowledge that is already in the etheric atmosphere. There are still religions to come, and many religions are gone now. Do you know over thousands of religions came and went? Do you know? Do you know thousands of civilizations came and went? Anything that has a start date will have a end date. Yes or no? Logical or not logical? Religion and spirituality is like oil and water. I'm teaching spirituality. I'm teaching spirituality. Religion is subordinate to spirituality. Religion is a stepping stone to spirituality. If you do your religion right, you will do your spirituality right. What is the first commandment, Bruce, of the Bible? Anyone? Thou shalt not
Kill.
loud. I want that loud and clear.
Thou shalt not kill.
Is there a full stop there?
Yes.
Bruce? You know why we eat vegetables? Because we're following the Bible. What the Bible is saying. And I am a bigger follower of the Bible than all the Christians that eat meat. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is that scientific? Is it real, Bruce? That I'm a greater Christian than you, Bruce? Because I'm following the 10 Commandments to the T. I'm not changing it, thou shalt not kill man, and then start eating meat. Thou shalt not kill. God was specific, Bruce. Now Bruce is thinking whether he must jump off the boat. We're just about making the U-turn at the ocean, Bruce. Well, I'm a spiritual master, I must tell you as it is, yes or no?
Yes.
Whether it hurts you or doesn't hurt you, my job is to tell you the absolute truth. So there in that ethereal knowledge, there's a commandment for all of humanity. Thou shalt not kill. And I'm going to explain to you how it works. You see, Bruce, if I take a tennis ball and I throw it just below that pink happy birthday, what will happen to the tennis ball? It will never bounce back to me. It will never bounce up. The angle of incident that the ball reached the wall will be equal to the angle of deflection. If I threw the ball from here, and if I wanted to hit Bruce's head, then I can mathematically find a spot where I can throw the ball, yes or no?
Yes.
And every time I throw it at that spot, it will hit Bruce's head, yes or no?
Yes.
Is that absolute? Is that science? Is it supreme science? Is it easy to understand?
Yes.
It means, is the ball made up of energy?
Yes.
And did I use energy to throw it?
Yes.
I love all the yeses. Beautiful. And it's coming from my right. Prince, I hope you're digesting what the Guru is saying. So there's also energy that you cannot see. Is it true?
Yes.
There's a lot of energy. Your breath, can you see your breath?
No.
Do you know how much of energy your breath has? If you quantify it, it's keeping you alive. It's a lot of energy in joules, but you cannot see it. So, for every action that you take, if you take the ball as an example, for every action that you take, there is an equal opposite action in the subtle way. In the yes or no? Can you see it physically? If I bang the ball down here at 15 degrees, that same energy that the ball touched the ground, the same energy is going to bounce off at 15 degrees. Yes or no?
Yes.
So every action that you take physically, there's a equal but opposite reaction. Equal but opposite reaction. Yes or no? Is it scientific? Similarly, in spirituality, every action you take spiritually, there's a equal but opposite reaction. Bruce? You thinking of clearing the fridge, or maybe after the service, you'll stop calling the fridge fridge. You'll call it a mortuary. Because where you take dead bodies, what you call that place? When you freeze dead bodies, what you call it? Why you calling your fridge fridge? Why you not calling the fridge where you keep dead bodies mortuary? Okay? So listen to the logic, the scientific logic. You don't stop eating meat because of God. You don't stop eating meat because of God. You stop eating meat because of your own conviction. Do you understand? So I'm a guru. My job is to tell you the absolute truth. This is why you don't eat meat. So if you bring a goat or a sheep, what you like, Bruce? Sheep. Okay, imagine you bring a sheep right here in the ashram now, right? All of you imagine Bruce brought a sheep in the ashram, and then he chopped off the neck of the sheep. Bruce, what is that mathematical equation to equate what you did? No. That is only whilst you're living, right? What is an equal and opposite reaction to what you did? What is an equal and opposite reaction? Like the ball bouncing. I threw the ball down on the floor, it hit the floor, and it bounced back in the opposite direction. This universe is made up of maths only. Everything is a mathematical equation. Everything in this universe is a mathematical equation. Nirali, no matter how angry you make your face, Guru is going to continue with this discourse. Alright? When you chop that neck of that sheep, what is an equal equation to equate it mathematically? Rose, in your next lifetime, you'll be the sheep. Yes. Nothing else can equal it. In the next lifetime, Bruce will be the sheep, and that sheep will take a human form and chop your neck. Is that equal? Is that equal? Does it make mathematical sense? Does it make scientific sense? Does it make scientific sense? Is it science? Where's God involved? God just gave you the material to make the tennis ball. Who made the tennis ball? Who threw the tennis ball? How did the tennis ball deflect? Through science. God created the science. It is up to you what you do with the science that is created. Alright? So even if you did not chop the neck of the sheep, if Prince went to rob a bank, he got up 2 in the morning and he took Sherwin. It was his idea. Prince is full of ideas. Alright? He's a storyteller. See how big this book is, my biography. Prince is a architect of stories. Look at how big this biography is. So Prince told Sherwin a story. Sherwin kept guard. Prince went inside. He's not good with technology. Avir had to come and help him. But anyway, let's stick to the script. And Prince did the physical stealing of the money. Sherwin drove him there, and Sherwin brought him back, and he gave Sherwin 10%. You can't give Sherwin all. Prince got 6 million followers of the Sand Nation. He has to distribute this money. He can't give Sherwin 50%, alright? And Prince got caught. And Prince got? Does it matter what portion he gave Sherwin? Did Sherwin drive him there?
Yes.
Did Sherwin bring him back?
Yes.
Did Sherwin take a portion?
Yes.
Yeah, so similarly, Nirali, there's no way out. Who slaughtered the sheep and who ate the sheep? When you go to that Supreme Court, Bruce, you are accomplice. You are the accomplice. All right? So eating the meat, and where we find this? There is a story in the Ramayana. There is a story, Bruce, in the Ramayana. There was a robber and a thief. A robber and a thief. He used to rob for his family. He used to rob and hunt and steal for his family. One day, he was confronted by a guru, Narad Muni. One day he was confronted by a guru, and the guru asked him, "Why are you robbing, cheating, stealing, and murdering?" He said, "To feed my family." So Narad Muni asked the thief to have a meeting with his family and ask the family how many of them will suffer the consequences for him. He went and asked the members of his family, and his family, not one member of his family want to suffer his consequences. Not one. So what did he do? He left his family and he asked the guru, "How can I clean myself?" He's a murderer, but he asked the guru, "How can I clean myself?" And he said, "You must repeat the name of the Lord." But because he was so filthy, when I say filthy, not physically filthy, but his karma was for murdering and robbing, was so inherent in him, he couldn't mention the Lord's name. The Lord's name in that epic is Rama. Rama means the source of all pleasure. The source of all pleasure. He couldn't repeat the name of Rama. Then the guru told him, "Okay, repeat the name Mara. Repeat the name Mara." So he started repeating Mara, 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 Mara for thousands of years until his guru came back and there was an ant hill over him whilst he was repeating the Supreme Lord's name. Although not, but over time his body got purified. As he continued repeating Rama, Mara, 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 it jumped a loop. If Mara jumped a loop, if the sound Mara jumps a loop, what will the sound be? Rama, 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 Rama. And his guru was so pleased with him that he wrote the Ramayana, and his name is Valmiki. What does Valmiki mean? Aware? Meaning of Valmiki from Sanskrit to English. Alright? You'll need a report card from me. If over so many years you don't know, then I'm going to fail all of you. I'll give you all eggs. I'm going to fail. Don't come and sit here and think outside the ashram. When you come to the ashram, concentrate inside the ashram. Ashmika, don't think where the tour bus is going next week Saturday and how much commission is there. Think here what the Guru is teaching you. I'm going to...
So Valmiki is derived from the Sanskrit word which means anthill.
So Valmiki is anthill. Because an anthill grew over him, he was named Valmiki. He wrote the Ramayana, and the Ramayana is the longest poetry in the world. You know what's poetry? Who knows what's poetry and what's a poem? Do you all know what's a poem? Habib? Poem. Get a definition of poem. If somebody question you all outside and you'll say you're from the Sri Narayan Dam and you'll know zero, you're going to bring the Guru's name down.
It's a piece of writing in which expression of feelings, an idea is given to the intensity by a particular attention. Yeah.
Alright? So Om Bhur Bha Swaha makes up 24,000 verses of the Ramayana. You understand? So Bruce, here's this man, he was a robber, he was a murderer, he was a thief. Because your actions can only be paid by you. Because your actions can only be paid by you, it cannot be paid by your family. You know, there is a saying that this person's children is suffering because of this person. That is not true. That is not true. Everyone is an individual. You come in with your own karmic spreadsheet. You come in with your own karmic spreadsheet, and you can only clean your karmic spreadsheet. You can't clean your children, you can't clean your parents, you have no authority or right to clean anyone else's karmic spreadsheet. It's an exact science. It cannot be cleaned by anyone else. Are you understanding? All of you. So you can only clean up yourself. Vishnu floated like Sai Baba. You saw Sai Baba with his gown when he walks, it looks as if he's floating. I saw Vishnu floating like that, like Sai Baba. Alright? So Valmiki reformed himself spiritually. And he cleansed himself by repeating the Supreme Lord's name. All of you understand? It's called devotion. Christianity and Bhakti Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita is the same. In Christianity, you reach God through devotion. In Bhakti Yoga, you reach God through devotion. So that chapter, we call it some other names, Bruce, but that chapter is there already in the etheric atmosphere, and this is where the Guru downloads from. I got no time to buy heart. My devotees can't even come and see me. Avir wanted to see me one of these weekdays. He asked me, what time will you be coming home? I said, after 7. I live here at 10 to 5 and I reach here at 6:30, quarter to 7 every day. Is there any time to buy heart anything? Because spiritual information cannot be buy-hearted. Spiritual information cannot be buy-hearted. It cannot be researched. There's no researcher born in this universe that can research spirituality. You cannot research spirituality. Spirituality is revealed to you. Spirituality is revealed to you. So this is where I want to go back to drugs and alcohol. I want to go back to drugs and alcohol and spirituality. All of you understand? I want to tie up this discourse with Devashni's 21st. All in one. All in one. You heard of Albany Bakery, Bruce? You saw what they did? They took brown bread and they took white bread and they merged it together. Best of both. Best of? So that's what the Guru does. He takes the material world and he takes the spiritual world and he packages it to you so that you have the best of both. Spirituality doesn't mean you must become a beggar. Only the Guru must become a beggar. Who? Guru. You must live large. You must live large. And if you're loyal to the Guru, you live very, very large. If you are loyal to the Guru, you live very large. And there are people now that's living large through the test of the Guru's loyalty. Are the people in this room living large? Yes. Is it scientifically proven? Is it spiritually proven? Is it mathematically proven? Yes. Okay? Guru's teachings, the bona fide Guru's teachings cannot be disputed by any human being. No human being is born or will ever be born to dispute the teachings of a bona fide spiritual master. Don't dream about it. You fight with me, go home and carry on with your life. Do not attack the Guru. Do not attack the Guru. You have no capacity to attack the Guru. Can a criminal equate himself to a constitutional court judge? No matter how many cases the criminal opens against a constitutional court judge, he'll never win. Will he win? No. Just like that, do not try and attack a bona fide spiritual master. You will always lose. Alright? Always. That is a guarantee. Like a bank guaranteed check. When a bank gives you a check with the bank's rubber stamp, is the money guaranteed in a bank? Similarly, the bona fide spiritual master's life is guaranteed. In 13 years, I showed the whole world, Bruce. I showed the whole world. I just want to read quickly whilst I'm here. I knew Bruce would want to question what I'm saying. Children, are you getting hungry? See how nicely my children, my angels listen to me. Huh? They know the Guru is saying something divine. They don't know, but the souls are interpreting the divine energy. There's one baby was sitting here cross-legged, like a Guru in meditation. How does she know to sit cross-legged in an ashram? I want to know. Who's the mother of this child? This baby was an Indian in a previous life. She knows all these things. Reincarnation is for real. Reincarnation is for real. She's small. What's your age, baby? She's 6 and she's sitting in lotus posture. So I'm reading an email. I'm reading an email from the office of the president of this country, Cyril Ramaphosa. I'm reading an email, an extract of the email from the office of the presidency. And you all saw this man, Professor Mocheka, you also met a few functions here. Bruce, you met him? This is his email. He is the president of the South African Interfaith Council. Alright? And he sent this to the university. This email, he did not email it to me. He emailed it to the university. So this got nothing to do with the Guru. It's between the office of the president of South Africa and the University of KwaZulu Natal. This email was sent there, and this is what he wrote. My interaction with Guru liberated my spiritual and cultural consciousness and enabled me to discuss my efforts to establish a truly national interfaith movement in South Africa. Guru agreed to convene interfaith meetings at his temple to discuss the establishment of the KwaZulu-Natal chapter of the South African Interfaith Council. Full stop. My collaboration with Guru helped the ANC Commission for Religious Affairs to build a strong foundation for the KZN chapter of the South African Interfaith Council, SAIC. Guru's contribution helped the ANC Commission for Religious Affairs to build a strong South African Interfaith Council that has won international recognition. I'm going to read it again. Guru's contribution helped the ANC Commission for Religious Affairs to build a strong SAIC that has won international recognition. What is this man telling you? Bruce? In my capacity as executive chairperson of SAIC, I have been appointed by the president of the G20 Interfaith Forum, Dr. C. Durham, as a member of the local organizing committee of the G20 Interfaith Council in South Africa. So basically, Professor Mocheka is saying that the Guru's interfaith work here at the Sri Narayan Dham gave the ANC recognition to the G20 interfaith. It's here in this email. This is a legal document. It can't get more legal than this. So my work as a guru for the past 13 years took the ANC to the G20 interfaith. Are you understanding? And I don't see Bruce's photograph anywhere, Prince. I want 2 photographs here. You can take out this community policing forum. I want Bruce's photograph there, and I want Linda's photograph. Does anyone have Linda's photograph? Can we get Linda's photograph from somewhere? We have it. Okay, Prince? Today, make sure Bruce's photograph, Linda's photograph, and Monica's photograph is on my biography. Alright? This is interfaith. Is it not? So for those of you that do not know, our interactions with the Angels program is exactly 9 years old today. Give it a hand. It's exactly. Our interaction with the Angels program is 9 years old today. It means Tivashni is with the Guru for, from a 21 years, 9 years she is with the Guru. From that 21 years. Alright? On this day, 9 years ago, it was a Friday, I think, I don't know, we met, I think, where Nadine used to work, same place. Saint Philomena, 9 years ago we met there and we celebrated Tivashni's birthday, 12th birthday, and I confirmed on that day, from that day we'll never leave the angels, and the angels will never have an eternal problem. They might suffer temporarily, and we kept up with it. Monica? Yes. We said there will be temporary setbacks, but whenever you found a guru, we're there. Yes or no? Yes. In any circumstances. So for 9 years, Tivashni is the founder of this Angels program. Tivashni is the founder of this Angels, and on her, because of her, I took this affirmation, because of Tivashni. So when I'm long gone, this Angels program will continue to. I don't know how long Bruce's hair will be. I know it will be white. I don't know how long. But Bruce and Monica, it's your duty to keep this program alive. And Linda, in the last 6 or 7 weeks, while she was alive, she was attending service every Thursday. She was attending service every Thursday. She asked to be picked up and dropped off. So her soul knew that her job on earth was almost over, and now she need to meet her maker. She knew that internally. And she was here for many, I think 2 months, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, she was here every service. Monica was. Yeah, so I want to pay tribute to Monica. She's done an absolutely good job with the Angels. And then Monica took over. Bruce is in between. He came with Monica. He walked down the driveway. I got afraid. You know, when we were children, Bruce, our parents would say, "See, Bamba is coming." And when I saw Bruce coming down the driveway, my mind looked back to when I was a child. And I said, "Hey, who's this Bamba?" But it was a beautiful day, Bruce. Remember, I think it was Christmas, and we gave the children bags. I had full bags around me here, and we distributed the bags to the children. So we've been doing our work. We've been working very, very hard. To establish spiritual relationship is not an easy thing. Theoretically, everyone talks, but to go down into the trenches and really get involved, those people that talk, you don't see them anywhere. The talkers are not seen. The doers are seen. So in Tibeshni is 9 years. It's a synthesis with the ashram's welfare program. We have worked very hard, very diligently. On Vasan's birthday, we took these children to Dan Hauser. Vasan, your sister accompanied you. We took the Angels to celebrate Vasan's birthday at Dan Hauser. It's also Lord Ramanuj's birthday on the same day. Vasan hitchhiking spiritually. This is all right. So whenever we say we celebrate Lord Ramanuj's birthday, Vasan is always there. All right. He hit a spiritual lift. Then our devotees, our Indian devotees, some of them racist. They said, "How can you take these children in an air-conditioned bus to Den Hauser? We're supposed to take them in an old bus, breaking down halfway." And that is how they viewed these children. So I raised them from this ashram. What I did? I raised them. This Guru is a general. Don't think I sit here with humility. I can't raise you. If you don't fit here, you must leave. This program you didn't program. God programmed it. And I'm the custodian. So 42 devotees left this ashram because of racism. And I allowed them to leave. And they were treating me like a king. We used to go to 4 services. They used to put saris on the floor. You know what is sari, Bruce? Golden sari on the floor. I had to walk on the sari. They used to pick me up from home. I was treated like a king by the same 42. I was treated like a king. They used to wash my feet. They used to throw flower petals. They did a lot of things, Nirali, yes or no? Yes. But when they made me choose between them and the absolute truth, I chose the absolute truth and I booted them out. That was many years ago. Because they felt that I should be devoting myself on our kind. On? There's no our kind and your kind. There's only God's kind. And the Guru's job, Bruce, is to take care of God's kind. Alright? So I lost that 42 devotees in favor of my angels. Did I make the right choice?
Yes.
You understand? So we're going to continue like this. We are not afraid to take on anyone, including the state president or Donald Trump. Or we're not afraid. We are not afraid of anyone in this universe because we're connected. We are, Bruce, you know the Charles, the story about connections? You know Bruce or you don't know? Huh? You know? Yeah, if there's a NMI salesman sitting here, Mercedes-Benz salesman, you'll see all my devotees around him outside. What they'll be asking him? How's the contact there for the Mercedes-Benz? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So just like that, I'm saying all of y'all, stick to me. Because I got a contact with the Supreme Lord. That is why I don't fear any Tom, Dick and Harry. Any Tom, Dick and Harry. I don't fear. I've never feared. Go watch all my discourses. I got over 1,000 discourses on YouTube. I never ever feared any Tom, Dick and Harry. Because I am confident in the Supreme Lord. So I need to come back, Vasin, to drugs and alcohol. So we are a technology. We are a technology. This technology has been created by the Supreme Lord. This technology has a brain. Connected to the brain, there's a nervous system. Yes or no? Do we have a nervous system connected to the brain? Yes. What runs through the nervous system? What runs through the nervous system? Then we have veins and arteries. What the veins do, what the arteries do. How is it connected to the stomach? When you eat that murdered meat, where does that subtle part go? Bruce? The subtle part of that murdered chicken, where does it go? It gets absorbed in your bloodstream. It gets absorbed in your bloodstream and it goes through your system. The most subtle part that you can't see goes to your mind. Your mind is energy. Does energy need to be fed? So that most subtle part of the food goes to your mind. The second part goes to your bloodstream. It settles in your structure. And the last part, the gross part, you defecate. Do you understand? So everything in this universe is a vibration. When you take an orange or an apple, when you magnify the apple, what you'll find inside? When you magnify the cells, what you'll find? Molecules. When you magnify the molecules, what you'll find? Atoms. When you magnify the atoms, what you'll find? Neutrons, protons and electrons in a nucleus. When you magnify the nucleus, what you'll find? Small particles called quarks. When you magnify the quarks, what you'll find? You'll find a small string that's vibrating. You'll find a small string that's vibrating. Now scientists are calling it the string theory. I got that already in my library. Yesterday, scientists found the string theory. The string theory is there in my records for 155 trillion years already in this creation. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So everything is a vibration. So that chicken, Prince and Bruce, ultimately what's that chicken that you eat in, what it is? A string that's vibrating. Hidali, listen. At least your neighbor's dogs will now have bones. There's a string that's vibrating that gives the chicken a shape. And the string that's vibrating in your body, in your cell, that's giving you this shape. There are over 50 trillion strings that's vibrating in your body that's giving you this shape. And there's more than 50 trillion bacteria that's vibrating in your body. You have more foreign souls in each body. 50 trillion plus bacteria that's vibrating in your body. Prince is getting shocked. Bruce is getting more shocked. That is your family, Bruce. If you say my biological family, then it's all the bacteria. They're living inside you. Over 50 trillion souls are living in you, Bruce, just in the form of bacteria. Alright? Then you have the tapeworm. That's your family. There is no family closer to you than all the worms in your stomach. But can you understand what I'm saying? Like Vasan is saying, Tivashni is my daughter, she's my family, I love her too. But what about all the worms in you, Vas, and the bacteria? Who's closer to you? But this is a reality. Is this not a reality? Is this not a scientific truth? The bacteria that lives in you are your soldiers. It's fighting for you all the time. For you to survive, you need that bacteria. That 50 trillion plus bacteria you need to live. Those are good bacteria. You get bad bacteria and good bacteria. Are you understanding? So Bruce, I'm coming back to the string, right? So the origin, right down, is a vibration, which is the string. That chicken that you ate, Bruce, when it was getting slaughtered, I want you to think carefully and scientifically. That chicken, just about it got slaughtered, was it in a positive vibration or vibration of fear?
Vibration.
Bruce, I can't hear you. I know the truth is sinking in. All right, let your voice be heard, Bruce. What vibration? So that string, that is the ultimate real part of you, is vibrating in. When you ingest that string, what are you ingesting in your consciousness?
Fear.
When the subtlest part of the string goes to your mind, what you ingesting in your mind?
Fear.
Is fear negative or positive energy? Do you get my drift? Is this scientific or not? Is this scientific or not? Science have proven this. I'm not saying this from the spiritual point of view. I'm using material science. I'm using material science. I'm using quantum physics. I'm using quantum physics in material science. This is proven in universities around the world. The string theory is just a theory at the moment, but in the Vedas it is an absolute truth. So if you absorb negative, what will happen to your energy? Alright, Prince? How's your anger problem? Okay, we'll do a session with your wife, no charge. You all can see me after the boat trip. Come back. Okay? Do you understand? You ate a vibration and you increased your vibration. But your Creator has created food that you can eat with positive vibration. If you eat a banana, who cooked the banana for you? If you eat a ripened banana, who cooked it for you? If you eat a ripened apple, who cooked it for you? What energy you taking from the ripe apple? What energy you taking from the green beans, Rose? From the cabbage. You understand? Because the cabbage got no nervous system. Anything that you kill that has a nervous system will have fear. Does the cabbage have a lungs? Heart? Has a nervous system? So if you eat something that nothing vibrates negatively, you will be positive. Alright? Now let's go back to the drug and alcohol. I hope I'm unpacking this properly. So in our nervous system, starting from here and going to the crown, are the chakras. Right there, how many chakras along the spinal? Google is telling. Who's telling you this, Bruce? Google. Material science is telling you this. Not from my records is confirming it. Material science is telling you this. Alright? So these are energy centers in your body. The first energy center is at your pelvis, located in the vicinity of your pelvis. Is it a good area? What you know lives on your pelvic area? Huh? What is the outlet from your pelvic area? Bruce? Right down, right here. Is that a good area to be living in? Because it is the outlet of urine and defecation. There is a energy point right down. You got it?
There's like 7 main chakras, but
Oh. No, there's 108 energy center, but I'm talking about this line. So these energy centers, it starts at your pelvic region and ends on your crown. And there are 7 energy centers. 7 energy centers. Up until the time you become spiritual, you have to unblock these energy centers to become spiritual. So right here at the throat, Bruce, is a lie chakra. Lies. You know when you tell lies? It's here at the throat. Every lie you tell, you continue to block this energy center. Rose, how many lies you say in a week? Yeah. Not even a white lie. Don't listen to any religion that say you must tell any color lie. If it's a lie, it blocks this throat chakra. Alright? So can you see energy centers? Now the energy centers only open up through right conduct. Through right conduct. Those days in Srini, we had carburetors. And the carburetor had a throttle. And as you press the accelerator, the throttle opened for air and fuel to mix. Alright? Just like that, these energy centers got throttled and it's closed. It is closed. You need to purify your throttles. There's a light throttle here. Light throttle here. Anger throttle here. Jealousy throttle here. Pride throttle here. All these throttles have to be cleansed until you reach this throttle. See right on top? When this is open, you can become like the Guru. You can connect to the ethereal library. To connect to the ethereal library, you have to be absolutely pure in thought, in deed, and in action. Thought, deed, and action. You got a antenna here on your this hair. See the hair of the Guru. All Gurus. You saw Gurus got hair here. We attract knowledge from the ethereal atmosphere. See this discourse. is coming from there. It's coming from the ethereal atmosphere. I'm sitting here and I'm downloading. I'm downloading because all the chakras are synthesized, all the throttles are opened, all the muck over this lifetime is gone. I stopped lying, I stopped cheating, I stopped drinking, I stopped eating meat, I stopped clobbering people. Alright? I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped all those things. When I stopped it, I can connect. And so can you. Anyone can connect to that information. In fact, my job is to clean up your chakras so you can also connect. So what has this got to do with alcohol or drugs, Bruce? Right at this bottom chakra, your level of integrity, alcohol and drugs take you below your level of integrity. Alcohol, drugs, any addiction, sexual, pornography, gambling, any addiction takes you below your level of integrity. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it scientific? Am I saying something that God doesn't like, or I'm telling you how you can cleanse yourself? So when you take alcohol, you go below the level of integrity. When you take drugs, you go below the level of integrity, and you are at your pelvis. You are vibrating at your pelvic region. Where you are vibrating? At your pelvic region. So that energy is confused energy. Alcohol energy and drug energy is a confused energy. It goes up through your bloodstream and it enters your brain. Your brain gets confused. Your brain gets confused. Your brain is a computer computed by God, computed by the Supreme Lord. He created this computer. But what you do when you take alcohol? What happens to the software? What happens to the software when alcohol enters it? What happens to the software when drugs enter it? Huh? Talk. I can't hear anyone talking. Bruce, you talk. You represent everyone. Can drugs make you jump off a bridge? Can alcohol make you jump off a bridge?
Yes.
But when you clean, will you ever jump off a bridge?
No.
So what happens? What did it confuse your motor reaction? Because every action takes place from the brain. Every action takes place from the brain. Every motor action, I'm pointing my finger at Bruce. First I thought I'm going to point it at Bruce, and now I'm pointing it at Bruce. The thought through the mind, the motor reaction and action through the brain. The brain activated this finger, and now I'm pointing at Bruce. Alright? Tivashni is smiling. She wants some part of the discourse to come back to her. So Tivashni, Guru's advice to you, don't let anyone be confused next week at your other 21st. Because that's all alcohol will confuse you. It confuses the brain. That is why when you are under alcohol and under drugs, you think you are Superman. You don't think you're Superman? Bruce? Yeah. And then when it recedes, when you got nothing in you, you want to duck. You don't want to face the people because you don't know how high he was flying. Yes? So if you know that, and I think we are the first to describe it scientifically. We are the first to describe it scientifically, this is all about your technology. This is all about your technology. If you got a car that's only made to take petrol, don't put diesel in it. It will still run, but it won't run as well as it's supposed to run. So don't put something that's not allowed in your body. Don't put drugs, don't put alcohol. And through the sufferings of my own children, not someone else's children, my own children, I have acquainted myself with knowledge from alcohol and drugs. I attend meetings, Narcotics Anonymous meetings very regularly. In fact, people there miss me when I don't do it. They believe I relapsed. Okay, so when Sherwin tells me, hey Dad, I can't stand it now, people are over missing you, then I go for the meeting. Alright? So this is important because over 70% of our kids are experimenting with drugs and alcohol. Yes or no?
Yes.
And what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? Absolutely nothing. We're sitting here, I'm sitting like a big guru, international guru, I'm talking about it. So we will make a declaration in this week. Jessica?
Yes, Guru.
We need to start going to schools. You and Prince. Start. First school, they say clean your own backyard first before you clean other backyards. Start with the schools in Reservoir Hills, Prince. Jessica will help you get phone numbers and let's start an awareness program. Monica, Bruce, you all are connected to schools in Newlands East. Let's start at home. Let's start the awareness program. We have the solution. Our parents don't know the solution. Our addicts don't know the solution. I attend meetings in Newlands East. Guess how many people attend the meetings, Bruce? 20. How many active drug addicts in Newlands East? 20,000, but only 20 attend. So don't you think that God placed us in such a position we must link the 20,000 to the 20? Even if we remove one addict from society, he saves 16 people, yes? So let's start this program. Monica? Where's Monica? Bruce? Prince? Jessica? Form a committee. Drug awareness committee. Let's formalize ourselves. Bruce, you'll have time, don't worry. Alright? And let's start this work. 2 weeks from now, I want to do my first drug awareness in one of the schools. Right, Prince? You and Jessica are responsible for that. Monica and Bruce will accompany us wherever possible. You think that's a good declaration, Norman? Norman, we need to get our counterparts on the other side to start moving with us, those that are not working. So we start this in schools because this is where the drug dealers are working. Drug dealers are working in school, we will work side by side with the drug dealers. I also belong to the South African Spiritual Crime Prevention, and I'm a provincial executive member where we have authority to get, the police will also accompany us and we'll get interfaith leaders of Christianity, Islam and whatever religion they exist in this area to make this a concerted effort. They've been trying to do this for 2 years, they're failing, so I want to start it. Okay, put Norman in your list there too, Prince. Take Norman's details. He'll coordinate. He can set up with real live people that we can go to this school. Okay? So you don't take drugs, you don't take alcohol because it messes up the technology. It messes up the technology called the body. So remember, there are only 2 types of people in this universe. The Bhagavad Gita says, that there are only two types of people in this universe, the divine and the demonic. So the demonic made alcohol and drugs a good thing. Isn't alcohol and drugs, the narrative on alcohol and drugs has been given as a good thing? When you are young, they say, have a beer, see what a good time you'll have. Yes or no?
Yes.
Have a beer, see what a good time you'll have. Have a rock. If you want rocks, come to the ashram. This ashram is made on rocks. Rocks there, down there, and I work in rivers. I got big boulders for you. Enough rocks to last your lifetime. Come to me. Come to me. But what they tell you, have the small piece of rock, you'll feel good. Then they catch you in nightclubs. They tell you, hey, you're feeling shy to dance. Have this. They even made ladies' drinks now. Yes? Eat a B52. Savannah. Brutal fruit. Bruce, Guru knows it all, my boy. It will make you dance. You'll open up and then, hey, Bruce is giving it. But you can do all of the same things without having it. It's just a false narrative for you to ingest it. So you train your mind. You train your mind. Every time you want to go and meet your friends, your mind loops back to alcohol or drugs. Your mind loops before you know it. Before you know it. About 30 years ago, there was a program, Oprah Winfrey, and I used to love to watch it because I liked academic talks. And there was a scientific experiment done by a person that was sober for many, many years. It took him 0.04 seconds for his mind to loop from sobriety to active. How long? 0.04 seconds. So we need to stop that loop in the mind. We need to stop that loop in the mind. So this is information that's fed in your mind. Hey, I can't be with my bras if I don't dala with them. I'll be an outcast. I'll be an outcast. I must dala with my bras, otherwise I'm not an outie. India devotees won't know what I'm saying. Just like how I don't know what those gurus talk when they talk in Hindi and Tamil. Right? This is our South African language. So, but what's happening to you? Your mind is now grooving a new software into your God-given program that everything revolves around either alcohol or drugs. Cigarettes is also an addiction. You know, I smoked for over 20 years. When somebody told me, hey, why are you wasting your cigarettes? Yet I used to smoke 100 cigarettes a day. How many? 100. I didn't know that you must take a deep pull, roll it in your lungs, and then, for 20 years I should just smoke. Because my mind has cast a groove that as long as I can remember, I must have a cigarette in between it wasn't for the tar in my lungs. The tar wasn't calling the cigarette. It was my mind. So then I thought, hey, and then I started pulling. You understand? So for 20 years I was a fool. Alright? Don't think Guru was intelligent all the time. Okay? So that loop in the mind we need to break. That is called drugs and that is called alcohol, that is called smoking. And there are many other addictions. There are many. Anything that can addict you, break the loop. You know, cough mixture is an addiction.
Yes.
Tablets, normal headache tablets, your mind will bluff you, you got a headache. Do you know there's no real tablet that can cure headache? You get headache because you got lack of water in your cells. So just go drink 2 glasses of water, headache is gone. Alright? You understand? So let's understand what drugs and alcohol do to you. Immediately it brings you below the level of integrity. Immediately it brings you below the level of integrity. And once your integrity is gone, everything is gone. Yes or no?
Yes.
And integrity is an energy point, is it not?
Yes.
Is integrity an energy point? Yes. So please, we have a lot of children. I hope my angels don't take drugs, don't take alcohol, and later as they grow up, they start calling their parents murderers. And when the parents say, why you call me a murderer? You say you got a kilo of murdered body in a mortuary. I can see it happening. Bros, can you see it happening? You think one of the services we invite you before Christmas, you and wife come and make a confirmation, yeah? That you would call your fridge a real fridge, it won't be a mortuary anymore. Fridge is for milk, fruits, and vegetables. Then you call it a fridge. If there's any dead parts inside, you call it a mortuary. Yes? Prince is enjoying it because he became a vegetarian since December. Alright? Rose Prince is laughing at you in his mind. Are there any questions? Any questions? So I'm going to do the Aarti very, very quickly because we have a lot of people. And Tivashni again, I think she's done absolutely well as an ashram child. She's 21 now, I can't treat her like a child, so I cannot lie to her that she's not been a good child. For me, the fact that she's celebrating 21 years in the ashram, nobody could dissuade her from a guru. This is what happens with all, everywhere people will try and dissuade your relationship with the guru. Tivashni has stuck around. She could not be bribed. Nobody could pull her away from the guru's feet. She got one handcuff there. I'm waiting for her to put the other handcuff. But I'm allowing her a little bit freedom. She's 21. She's 21. She needs to enjoy herself as a 21-year-old girl. Then she can discipline her children by saying, don't do this, I did it, and this finger got bent. Alright? You don't just belt them and whack them. Tell them, I did this, it didn't work. My guru told me do this. I tried this, it didn't work. I went back to my guru. I tried that, it didn't work. I went back to my guru. I tried that, it didn't work. Yeah, I went back to my guru. I tried that, it didn't work. I went back to my guru. Going back to your guru is the solution for life. Going back to your guru. Learn that from Tivashni. You know, like fishing. How many of you like fishing? When you fish and the fish runs, but you got it hooked. It can run downwind, upwind, that way, but that's how guru and disciple supposed to get hooked. You're supposed to live a reality. I don't want Tivashni to be 100% spiritual child, because there's no 100% spirituality in the material world. You can't be spiritual, yeah, you're in a wrong world, but you can aspire to to be spiritual in this world. So I'm very, very happy with you, Tibeshni. I don't think you ever thought you'll hear this from the Gurus. As long as the Guru lives. Yes, but that 9 years, you did everything that a girl was supposed to do. Okay? We, from the spiritual side, we are happy with you. God is happy with you. All the deities are happy. Everyone is happy with you. Just carry on with this charisma. Look at how, get up, Tibeshni. Look at how beautiful she looks. Which 21-year-old child in the world would be dressed in according to her culture? Look around. Go in India and find out how many 21-year-old girls. And the ashram did not dictate to her how to dress up. I don't think, Vasan, did you dictate to her? Nilandri, did you dictate to her? She dressed up in her culture at 21. And I think that makes all of us proud. Sit down, Tibeshni, don't oversteal this. She inspired me to dress up culturally. I went in my wardrobe, I wanted something, I wanted to bling. I didn't want Tibeshni to bling on her own. And I couldn't find any blingers. I found it right at the end. I think I'm only wearing this the second time, Tibeshni. This is brand new, second time. I didn't even know this outfit exists. So when my eyes started blinging, I said, okay, you and I will bling on the boat. All right? And I told Vasan that if he gives me the party packs he wants to give the party packs on the boat, then he must make sure that he chains me. As I'm giving the party pack and there's a high wave, I know a lot of my devotees, past and present, will just wish Guru hit the high wave and out of the boat. So I don't want that to happen. I want to be chained with life jackets. What? Life jackets. And to part off, I never swam in my life until I went to the training college. I went to the police training college. And I was there for 6 months. We were in Wentworth. And the training college was in Mia Bank swimming pool. How many of you know the Mia Bank swimming pool? So I went there from January 5th, I went to college and I came out in July 18th. So I was there in that winter time. I hated swimming, I hated water. I just told somebody today that God made fish and frogs to live in the water. I don't want to go and disturb their habitat. Let them live. I want to live on the land with my 2 legs. I think I told Vasan. So I said, although for over 25 years my 2 legs were wobbly, but still I wanted to live on. I wanted my feet on the ground. I didn't want to do bungee jumping, leave that to the birds. They live on the air. I just want to live on land. And this was my concept. So when I went to the military training, they asked, who cannot swim? And I was so happy. I said, I'm in such a good institution. These people take 6 months to teach me swimming. So I was the first one that ran to that point. They said, who cannot swim at the swimming pool? Stand here. And I ran there, Bruce. I said, hey, thank God, I'm in such a good place. They'll put life jackets. I'll hold the rails and I'll kick. For the first 3 weeks, I'll kick. Then when I can release my kicking, then they'll tell me to float. Then whilst I'm floating, but all with the life jacket, and maybe in the 5th month, I'll go to the deep end. Because the first thing when I went to Mia Bank swimming pool, I went and stood at the deep end. And I could see that water drainage system down there. Right? Down. So I ran there. And then I think 10 people, we were 108. Only about 10 didn't know to swim, so they called us C group. Then they said, hey, sing. Jump inside. Where? Where? So we stood in a line and I kept changing my turns. But I saw one guy, he's a singer now, he's a top singer, Gordon. Gordon. Dana, you can ask him the story. Frank Gordon. Yeah, you know him, Jess?
Yes.
Yeah, he also left the police force. So he was in front of me. He went down, but when he came up, he was facing that way. So they couldn't put the broom and pull him out. What do you think happened to me? What do you think happened to me? So anyway, I jumped in, I came out the right side and I came up. And then I said, thank God I made it. But it was not over. They said, right, now go to the high diving board. Where you must go? Diving board. Now, I only watched that on TV. I didn't know that when you go on the tip is springy. The tip is springy. So when my turn came, I saw everyone who dived down, they were saved. So I said, okay, I'll also go there and I'll be saved. And I'm scared of heights. I don't think I can stand 2 meters. As soon as it went springy, I went on a seated position. And I grabbed the two sides of the board, diving board. And I got stuck. I'm looking down at the water, I can only see the current. And from the high diving board, you know how far the swimming pool looks? Like 5 stories. Like you jumping off a building. And for over 10 minutes, I was frozen. Until the instructor started running up the stairs. And I said, before they push me. And Bruce, I was an atheist there. No God to call. No God to call. No cover, no nothing. I never knew any mantra. I remember swearing and fighting with God throughout my life. And I said, hey, time has come to go. And then I jumped. So I wanted to give this story because when you sit on this seat here, you have to download, you have to upload the truth in order to download. So this is why I told Vasan, chain me up on the boat. Because I couldn't make it on a small bathtub. How do you think I'll make it in the ocean? Okay? But I want 2 songs to play. I think they got Bluetooth. Alright? I want Vasan, Amazing Grace, and the Om Namo Narayan mantra to alternate, going to the end of wherever we're going and coming back. And this is the world first. No interfaith has ever sat on a boat and did a hymn on the sea. Isn't it a world first?
Yes.
Shouldn't we be proud of this moment? We are taking God on a boat ride, aren't we? Bruce? Because when you call out God's name, where He is? He is on the boat. So please enjoy the ride. Children, enjoy everything. Promise the Guru no drinking, no smoking, no drugs. All the children. No drinking, no smoking, no drugs. And I'll continue throughout my life, as long as I'm alive, I'll continue taking you to places you otherwise would have not went at this point in time. When you grow up, you can go, but at this point of time, whatever you are deprived in, the Guru will give you. And Bruce, Monica, there will be in our time where we'll do an international trip. These children might be big and they'll have children, but this angel program institution like this will take our children abroad and bring them. Okay? When I made that first promise at Tibeshni's birthday in 2016, to some people it was a joke. Vasan, yes or no? Huh? But was it a joke, Nilendi? we stuck on our program. And if I'm making this, and Bruce, you're supposed to report back to me the last time you were, yeah, I told you there will be a significant change in your life. You're supposed to send me a message. Did you send me a message? Was there a significant change in your spirituality? Thank you. All right? So stay connected. Bruce, I think you should be doing more services like Linda was doing services. If you need, there's a red Jaguar parked outside that can pick you up. You don't have to come in an ordinary car. I think alternate weekends, come for a service and get involved. More for the welfare side than the religious side. All right? You, Monica, your wife. How's mom? Okay. Your mom knows she sent you to the right place. Now she left you to come on your own. Okay, Tiveshni? The second phase of your birthday will be there, and you're allowed to ask her, how old are you? Now, you can ask her now, and you can ask her in the boat. We'll do a birthday song in the boat as well. Alright? Jai Shri Manmani. Okay, let me do the arti.